We're here today in beautiful Sisters, Oregon, a good crisp day in November. It's a real exciting day for me. It's the day I'm going to begin a triplex, a 3-panel series that's going to depict the conquering of the New World by Cortez and the Conquistadors. So the first panel is introducing Cortez to the Mayan world that he found here when he showed up. And the second panel depicts the ongoing conquering of the New World and the Aztec Empire and the fall of the empire. And the third panel depicts colonial Mexico. But today is the great day of beginning the whole triplex, and this is the raw canvas I'm using. It's a 9 feet high by 7-inch thick laminated structure of alder, and out of that is going to be carved the scene. And this is the scene that is going to be depicted on it. It's already drawn out, so we kind of have an idea where we're going, but there's always creativity involved in the actual creation of the piece. The sequence here is after the panel is created, and that's created by gluing 9 timbers together.
We've just been taking each of these already milled up pieces of alder and running them through the planer. And it takes, sometimes it takes 3 tries, sometimes it takes 10, because you have to make it so it's totally flush, which means totally straight. And wood doesn't really grow totally straight, and it doesn't get cut totally straight. So you just got to plane it down, and a little bit of space is acceptable, but not too much. And so we just work it and rework it and rework it until we get it just right, and then it's ready to be glued up. They fit together.
Chelsea. Nice, that's perfect.
And it's perfect.
The next stage is to take the image that I drew, which is 5 inches by 9 inches, and translate it onto the canvas, so to speak. So that's the first stage, is to find out where this image is in regards to the whole picture. So here we have a little character of the underworld, kind of a whimsical character holding a lantern or a light to give light into the underworld. So he's just sitting right here contently. And underneath him would be the Lord of the underworld, involved with the ball game between the night and the day. So this would be the god of day and the sky. And he's depicted there with, playing the ball game, which is huge in Mayan creation myth. Now's the time I'm going to start the actual creation, the cutting of this, reliefing the wood. Remember, with wood carving, all you can do is take away. So I'm going to take away the material and release the image that I want to have stay. And I'm going to start it with the chainsaw, because we've got a lot of material to work with, and the chainsaw is an effective tool to take away material fast. Okay, we're working away on the underworld sequence of the sculpture, of the motif, and I pretty much roughed in all the main characters. There's Death on its Throne, and the ball game, and the ball, and the snake motif. And then this will be the jade head, which is really a major artifact for Belize and the Mayan culture. So that will be a real defined image of the jade head. And then we have the underworld symbols. So all of that is roughed in. So I'm ready to start the next sequence, which are the 4 horsemen and the beginning conquest of the Aztec Mayan civilization by the Spaniards. We're starting the second panel. This is the panel where the conquistadors actually are in the Aztec capital, Mexico City, and the beginning of the real conquest and fall of the Aztec Empire. Okay, this is the finished rough out of the second panel. It depicts the underworld continuing. The lord of the underworld in this panel is the jaguar, and it's a happy place. They're dancing, and the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, is running through this panel and tying in the third panel as it gets created. Here we are with the third panel of the 3-panel series. This is colonial Mexico and the aftermath of the fall of the Aztec Empire. What this panel represents is a diminished underworld that has become under the Christian influence. The underworld becomes hell, and here's the devil, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, that started in the first panel, moved through the second, is now finishing up in the third, and here's a great image of the strong Quetzalcoatl feathered serpent, which is the god of nature in the Mayan Aztec world. And that god of nature and mythology is now being blocked by the church and Christianity. What you have is the ships coming in. And what's 1 or 2 or 10 or 15 or 20,000 people did if the whole world is protected, you know? So that was their thinking process, and it was a strange one. Like I say, thank God for science. We cannot get rid of science, people. That is our savior. That's a monument in wood. You are not going to see that too many places in the world, and I'm damn proud of that.
You should be, Skippy Angelo!
Yeah. I mean, really, that's a big statement there. If I didn't do so many damn horses, I'd never. The piece is incredible. If you really look into it and really see what's going on, it's beyond incredible. It's literally impossible. But we made the possible real, and that's what art's all about. And that's why you're here today. I want to show you how the impossible became possible.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Skippy Angelo!